My left hemisphere of my brain is most dominant in my life when it comes to my thought process. In school, I love math because the left brain functions with logic, numbers, and scientific reasoning. I love puzzles and board games because I enjoy recognizing orders and patterns and using strategies. I tend not to be too daring with my actions because the left hemisphere of your brain is responsible for practical and safe thoughts. People know to tell me things straightforward and exactly how they are because I work well with facts. However, when I'm outside of school, I seem to be more right-brained. I'm an artist and the right brain is in charge of my creative side. It gives me a good sense of depth perception along with helping me visualize what I'm trying to create. Without this, I would never know how to capture the light in my work or which shade to use for contrast. My right brain is also responsible for helping me learn piano, and it fights my left brain by letting me be a little more daring from time to time. I agree with the cognitive perspective. I think you can understand people and how they learn the best through their thought processes. I am very logical, which leads me to being a little spacey. People know this about me, so my friends know to remind me of things, but also to remember that I can help with their math homework. I'm mostly type B because I am not easily stressed out. I do not need to have things organized, and people have referred to me as chill. My mom even calls me her hippie flower child. Type Bs are not as visibly driven, but they are equally as capable as type As. This describes me because once I get motivated, my work reflects all that I can be. I am also partially type A due to my competitive side. I cannot lose, and I become stressed, nervous, and intense when competing. I look at things from an optimistic point of view. When I do bad on a test, it is because I did not study enough, not because I am not smart. I also believe the world is overall good with bad events that happen. When my friends and I fight, I try to look past it because I know that people do not mean to cause harm, and that there are more important things in the world than focusing on the bad. I am the oldest child, so that means I get the most glory. My successes and grades are recognized probably more than they should be. I get a lot of attention from my parents, but I also get punished easily and feel the pressure to be perfect all the time with school and sports. I am all three, towards, away, and against. Towards, I am super social and hang out with a huge crowd. Away, I stay by myself, and against, I tend to try to be the best I can be. People know to treat me differently at different times in my anxiety, because I tend to react differently myself in different stages. My dreams seem to reflect my life and troubles fairly well. My dream about mutant Disney characters that I have had many times is actually about my fear of change and growing up. This reflects Freud's wish fulfillment and Latin content. I'm secretly afraid to have change next year, and the demented cartoons of my childhood express this. I have average emotional intelligence, so I can process emotions, but I'm not always aware of how to handle super emotional situations. When someone starts crying, I really don't know how to console them, but I still feel bad. My best friend is the same way, and we know that when something is wrong, the best way to settle down is to have company that is there for you, but does not act therapeutic. I'm currently in the identity versus identity confusion stage, as well as the intimacy versus isolation. Going to college, I don't know what I'm going to do. Although high school and psychology gave me a good idea of who I am as a person, I still need to find my identity through my profession. Intimacy versus isolation is present in the dating scene. The struggle to form close relationships is something that all high schoolers can identify with. Whether it's staying close with a best friend or looking for that one special guy, everyone is aware of these motives. I rely a lot on intuition. My initial guess on test answers is normally right just because I like to be guided by that gut feeling we all get. Another strategy that describes how I solve problems is the usage of heuristics, especially the anchoring heuristic. This thinking strategy utilizes my first guess mindset, assumes its validity, and leads to a quicker, more efficient way to solve problems. I have very inconsistent views on how much you can control in life. I think that you can control pretty much anything that can be achieved through hard work, but I don't think you can control people's opinions of you for the most part. You can't control the world and its plan for you, but you can have influence. I think this is what makes me laid back and also a type B personality, because people will do whatever they want and I accept that without trying to change anything. I for sure have learned to be myself through what I have seen in others. I modeled my passion for school and my laid back side off my dad. I learned creativity and outgoingness from my mom, and I learned how to have fun through being with my friends. I think that I am who I am today by gathering bits and pieces of personality from all those around me.